I'd love to make this into a weekly video, maybe every Monday, like a Mail Monday type of thing, but I guess it kind of depends on if this video even has any comments or any interest. I'm using yesterday's video for this. In yesterday's video, I asked what your favorite NFL team was, so there's going to be a lot of comments about that, but there's other comments as well, including one specific comment. That's the whole reason I'm even making this video, but you'll notice kind of in the top right of the screen, I'm going to be keeping track of the comments and who everybody's favorite team is, and see if there's maybe one team that y'all seem to be a fan of more than any other. As we read the other comments on this video, maybe answer some of y'all's questions, kind of have some discussions a little bit too. But if this does turn into a weekly type of video, maybe an every Monday type of video, I really want this to be a place, a video, a series where I can connect with y'all, answer questions that you may have just good conversations, discussions about really anything. It doesn't have to be MLB The Show. It doesn't have to be baseball related. It can really be around anything that y'all decide to comment on this video for next week's video, and then we would just keep doing that every week. If there's, I guess, more than just one or two comments on this video, any interest on this video. So first, we got Braves commenting first on this video. I love seeing y'all part of that notification squad, but don't get it twisted. No matter when you watch the video, even if it's not right after it was posted, I still appreciate y'all watching and supporting, showing love on the videos, no matter what time of day, no matter how long after it was uploaded. I just appreciate y'all coming back, showing up, watching the videos every single day. Then we've got Shadow. It's their 88th day of commenting. I guess today will be 89 days on the videos. Bananas replied to him for 68 days. Nice. Today could be 69 days in a row, so I appreciate y'all sticking with me, coming back to watch the videos every day. We have our first NFL team fandom, and as a Packers fan, I don't know how I feel about seeing the Vikings, but now the Vikings have one fan that we've added on to our list. Shout out to Penn's fan and the Vikings. And then, hey, I enjoyed the game yesterday. I'm not really sure if Let's Go Mets did, but they like the Bears. So boom, the Bears are getting a fan added on. Stumpy Tate was here within a minute. Shout out to that notification squad. True Dog, we got a couple teams to add. What's up, man? How you doing? Appreciate you commenting. And they are a fan of the Raiders, getting added on there, as well as the Eagles. Fresh Charlie likes the Bills. I actually had a friend in high school who was a big Bills fan. Being in Wisconsin, we always thought that was a bit strange, but I never met anybody else who was a Bills fan. But now we got Fresh Charlie. Panda said yo. I think my reply was saying yo. That's always my favorite thing to say when someone's commenting, hey, hello, what's up? I always like to hit him with the yo, maybe something like that. Gina Martin, they got John Franco from their Diamond Duos Choice Pack. His screwball is looking nasty. Ridge Tricks has been commenting on the videos for 8 days, and they are a Cowboys fan. I watched the Sunday night football game, rain pouring down in New York, and the Cowboys looked a little bit better than the Giants. Beagle Blake is a Colts fan, and speaking of beagles, my cousins had a beagle that was a very interesting dog while I was growing up. Just Skate is a Niners fan. You know, I know some good people who are 49ers fans. I'm not really sure how they are this season. I think they're a decent team, but I could be wrong. The Bengals, someone was telling me that they didn't really show up to their game yesterday, but hey, I like Joe Burrow. I like the uniforms for the Bengals, and I'm guessing they should, I would assume, have a decent season. I'm not the biggest football fan in the world. I don't really keep up with the teams too much, and I love to see this, a fellow Packers fan. So Packers fans are now on the board on this little notepad that we have. You love to see that. Sophia Gonzalez says, let's go Raiders. So we have our second Raiders fan. Right now, the Raiders are in the lead. They have more fans than anybody else. From the comments section, the NFC North getting some love today. Matthew is a Lions fan. So let's go ahead and add the Lions onto that list. They got a 1 next to him as well. I'm guessing this means Bears. Noah, I'm assuming that you meant to write Bears and not bars. So the Bears are now tied with the Raiders for the most popular team in our comments. But hey, look at this. Jack White, Wisco top tier. Let's go Packers. We're going to add him onto that list. They're now tied, a 3-way tie for first in our community. Next comment, Luke says that they like the Cowboys, so we're going to go ahead and add another one. They're up to 2 as well. They also say you should play Madden. And I really want to try Madden. I'm pretty sure I'd be terrible online. I would love to do it for a video, but I'm just not sure, since I've really only done MLB stuff, if anyone would want to watch me try Madden, especially because I think I'd probably just end up doing franchise, trying to rebuild a team, or even just trying to get to the playoffs on maybe the hardest difficulty. But I would love to try Madden. I'm just not sure if I would do a video for it. The only thing I could think of would be on stream, but right now I'm just still not streaming. But I would love to play Madden. I'm just not sure if there would be any content revolved around it. Christine Kennedy says go 49ers. So they're getting another one. They're up to 2. We got a lot of 2s, a lot of 1s, and a lot of 0s up on our little notepad that we have going. LLW Wiffle Ball says let's go Colts. That's their second tally of the day as well. I love wiffle ball. I haven't played wiffle ball in a while. I've never in my life played blitzball, which I've always wanted to try, but I've always enjoyed wiffle ball. It's always a lot of fun to play. Reaper says, this is awkward, but I'm a Jets fan, so let's go ahead and add our first Jets tally onto the list. They say, thank you for Aaron Rodgers. Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers is playing his first regular season game with the Jets. I'm so interested to see how it goes, how his season is, how the Jets end up at the end of the year. Mark says, go Giants. That's going to be our first tally for them, adding him onto the list. I'm sorry about last night's game if you were watching that. Ezekiel says, W Mom, I love the Chiefs. Hey, W Twins Mom, Chiefs fan. I have Jaden Reed from the Packers on my fantasy team, and I pulled 91 Edwin Diaz. So that is our first Chiefs comment of the day. Shout out to you. Shout out to the Chiefs. I'm partly a Chiefs fan, like I said, since my mom roots for him. And then I know that Cougs is also a Chiefs fan as well. Mark says, I got 2 great race of 98 packs, got 2 rare rounds. Yo, that is some lucky pulls right there, Mark. Hey, you were a Giants fan too, so we got you on the list as well. And congratulations on the rare rounds and those pulls. Terry Parker says garbage pulls all year. I feel like a lot of people who play MLB The Show are in this boat, and it seems more so than other years. Garbage pulls all year. No Chase Boss pulls. Every pull is a purple diamond, 85, 86, or the base round of packs. And I'm seeing these type of comments on my pack openings way more this year than I have in previous years. And I don't know if it's just a coincidence or if packs and their odds are actually getting worse. But Terry, I hope your pack luck gets better. If anyone out there watching has had some bad pack luck, I hope it does get a little bit better. Jackson says, let's go Pats. And for a while, I was actually sort of a Patriots fan. The only reason is I played flag football when I was a kid before I really started watching actual football. And the first flag football team I was on was the Patriots. So I was a Patriots fan because of that. But as I grew up, I really started just rooting for the Packers more over the Patriots. But I still always got a little bit of love for the Patriots. I was also on the Vikings, the Giants, but those were after. I think it was on the Chiefs one year and everything. But the Patriots were my very first flag football team. So I always rooted for them a little bit. Still got a special spot for them in my heart. And it's the same thing with basketball and the Celtics. The very first basketball team I was on was before I was watching any of the NBA, any basketball. And we were the Celtics. So I always rooted for the Celtics a little bit. But now I'm really more so a Bucks fan. But I still got a special little place in my heart for the Celtics, for the Pats, for that exact reason. Evan is a Niners fan, so that is our third fan for the 49ers. They are now in sole possession of first place as the most popular team in our community, at least based on those comments. Yellow Shy Guy says, go Browns, our first Browns fan of the day. They played the Bengals, right? Am I crazy, or did the Browns beat the Bengals? But hey, we got a Browns fan right there. I was talking about the pack, the great race in 98. The Banana says, I want to see a Carlos Delgado debut. I'm debating buying him. So I'm thinking we really just got to debut all those guys. Delgado, Sean Green, and Kerry Wood. And see if we like any of the 3 cards. Replies on that comment were, I have him. He's awesome for me. I bought him. He's so good. And the 25 points towards the program is an amazing benefit. I forgot you could lock him in if you decide to keep that card, collect him. And then JRH Hoop says, I forgot to use use them in the program. But do keep in mind, if you do lock them in, collect them for the program, you are not able to sell that card on the market. So instead of for the rare round cards like 150,000 stubs, the most you could get is I think maybe 10,000 for quick selling them. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. James says, here we go, brownies, here we go. Another Browns fan, up to 2 now on the day. Now, just because you said brownies, I love me some brownies, man. I have one of the biggest sweet tooths in the world, and oh man, I could destroy a pan of brownies any time of day. Man, you got my mouth watering a little bit. I haven't had brownies in a minute. That sounds so good. I was actually at my parents' house the other day, and my mom had a box of brownie mix on the counter, and man, I gotta ask her to make me some brownies. Next comment, Jordan says, wait, was this video on an alt account? Yesterday you had millions of stubs, but you only have 1,000 here in this video. And it's not an alt account. I really only play on one account, my main account. But what I like to do for pack openings is put in buy orders for cards. I don't think this actually does anything, but for example, if I have like a few million stubs, I'll go to 99 Mike Trout, just put in a whole bunch of orders for like 500,000 stubs each, the buy orders, and I want to try to trick the game into thinking that my stub count is low, so maybe they'll give me better pulls in the packs. I don't think it works like that. It probably doesn't work like that, but it's like a little superstitious thing that I like to do for my pack openings. I don't know when or why I started doing it, but I do it every now and then when I open some packs to maybe try to get a little bit lucky. We got the rare round in one of the Great Race packs yesterday, so maybe it worked. Maybe, probably it's just a coincidence, but hey, you never know. That's just the reason that I do it. What Up Roos says you should try Baldur's Gate 3. That's actually a game that I really want to try. I've been into World of Warcraft, so I've always kind of been interested in Dungeons and Dragons type stuff. So I think that game would be right up my alley. My brother's played it. He said he's had a lot of fun. Starfield. I loved Skyrim. I played that a decent amount back in the day. I'm a big fan of just kind of space, fantasy, sci-fi stuff in general. So I think Starfield would also be right up my alley. And these are both games that I want to play. And I don't know, maybe I need to, on my Twitch account, because I'm not even streaming right now, maybe I just need to stream what I want to, because that's going to be better than not streaming at all. But I'm just so worried that if I don't stream MLB, then everybody's gonna unfollow. Nobody's gonna want to watch. It's kind of like a self-conscious type scenario in my head is the best way to describe it. Maybe I need to make a new Twitch account, YouTube account for other games where I play what I want to, not just MLB The Show. You know, who knows, but both of those games are definitely ones that I want to give a try. And I think this is the comment that actually made me make this video, from Paul right here. Paul starts off by saying Sean Green, talking about the rare round player that I should debut, but then they go on to say, so I have a question, are you having as much fun as previous years? And then they say, just wondering because you didn't mention it 8 times. I'm guessing that's a little bit of sarcasm, because that's really all I kept talking about, I think, in yesterday's video in the pack openings. And I'm not having as much fun as in previous years. Obviously, I said it 8 times or whatever. But with that being said, I'm having much more fun doing what I do, being a YouTuber, than I would, for example, my old job, working more than 40 hours a week at Target. I would much rather be miserable, bored, doing the same stuff every day on MLB The Show than going back to, for example, my old job at Target. So don't get it twisted. I don't despise or hate what I'm doing by any means. I just know that the game and the videos for me could be a lot more fun because it's been more fun in the past. And that's really all it is I know the game could be better. I know it could be having more fun with it. And I think that kind of answers the question. So why make the vids for it, bro? Then they say you should be having fun doing your job, especially this job so many would love to have. And it's really not that I'm not having fun doing my job. Like I said, I would much rather be doing this than probably anything else, except maybe like a professional golfer or a rapper, songwriter. Like, there's a few things I could think of, but besides that, you know, this is truly a dream job of mine. So that's one reason why I'm still making the videos for it, even if I say, hey, I'm not having fun with MLB The Show 23. I would still much rather be doing this than pretty much anything else. And I don't think this is what you're really saying, but I do want to point out, you know, I've been daily uploading on YouTube. Today is day 2,293 in a row. So I worked very hard to get a job that so many people would love to have. I worked extremely hard to get here. I started this upload streak, I think, just after my sophomore year of college, and I was a full-time college student while doing the daily upload streak. I've had relationships, I've gone through heartbreaks, I've dealt with addiction issues, I've developed Crohn's disease, got diagnosed with that a year ago, been experiencing daily symptoms to this day, still not in remission, still not fully healthy. Been having daily symptoms for pretty much 2.5 years now. So by no means has it been easy, or has this been something that I kind of just lucked into. It took a lot of hard work and dedication to get here. And I don't think that you're like trying to discredit me or anything like that by this comment, but I did put in a lot of work to get this job that so many people would love to have. And I still love it more than anything else. It's still one of my dream jobs. I've just had more fun, especially with MLB The Show. That's the big part, is the game's been more fun for me in previous years than it has been this one. But there's also a lot more that goes into it than just the videos. I'm a real person. I have a real life. I got real stuff that I'm going through every single day. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. But that's exactly why I'm making this video. I feel like with my YouTube videos, I'm not able to build a community as much as maybe I could with a Twitch stream, but I'm not streaming, I'm doing daily videos. So I would love to turn this video into a weekly type of thing where I can connect with y'all more, where you can ask me questions in the comment sections and I can answer them. I can have discussions. I can try to explain things, what's going on in my life, my thoughts, my reasonings, really anything. Just try to build more connections, more of a community, and answer any questions that you may have, try to give any advice, anything like that. That's really why this comment, you know, I'm not trying to call this comment out, but this type of comment provokes a lot of thoughts. And with the way I do my daily videos right now, I don't really have an outlet to talk about this type of stuff or let y'all know maybe what's going on. So I think this type of video would be perfect for something like that. But finishing up the comment, they say, I get that you're kind of typecast as the show streamer, which is definitely something that I've gotten myself into, because if I had it my way, I would probably not be doing daily videos, but I would be streaming on Twitch, playing whatever I wanted, and then just having videos be stream highlights, whether I was playing MLB The Show, if that's what I wanted to, or if I was even streaming Counter-Strike or World of Warcraft, right? I'd be really doing anything that I would want to. So maybe that's something I need to work towards, is unlabeling myself as a show streamer. And I don't know if I should do that by starting a brand new Twitch and YouTube channel, by just going live on my TwinGamingTV Twitch channel and not caring about all my 40-something thousand followers who are only there from MLB, right? It's so hard for me to play anything else when literally everybody has come from MLB The Show. So I do feel stuck. That's definitely part of it, and I think that might be part of why I sound miserable. I'm definitely not miserable by any means. I love my life regardless of, you know, what I say or how I'm feeling. At the end of the day, I enjoy my life. I have a good life. I'm happy with my life. But in terms of my job, in terms of the daily videos, which happen to be for MLB The Show, I am a little bit miserable when it comes to MLB The Show 23. This does not feel like a game that I want to hop on and play every day. It feels more like a job, and I gotta think that's the way the content has been set up, because even in the past, with an exception of MLB The Show 18, no matter how the content has been besides this year, and then obviously MLB 18, I've enjoyed every year of it. I've enjoyed doing the daily videos. I've always had something that I wanted to do, and for whatever reason, which I gotta think it's the content style, the way the programs and everything like that are set up, grind 97, collect for those 99s. Sometimes it really feels more like a job, and I really feel like a video game should be fun. And I just can't imagine that SDS, the company that makes the game, can think it's fun for the average player who doesn't have nearly as much time as I do to play their favorite video games. If that's, for example, MLB The Show on a daily basis, the average person doesn't have that much time to grind out a video game every single day, and I just can't think that it's fun to be spending that time grinding out moments over and over, these programs over and over for cards that you're not even going to be using, just to be able to get 1, 2, maybe 3, but probably not 3 of the 99s from the collection. It just doesn't seem like a way the average player is going to have fun in Diamond Dynasty. I gotta think there's a much better way to do things. And so when you say, right, like, definitely do not have the same pep in your step as when I found you and sub you, I would say a big part of that, I'm just not having nearly as much fun on this game as I've had in previous years. The pep in the step thing, I don't know how much of it is attributed to my health issues, the Crohn's disease. I never know if my fatigue, tiredness is that or something else. It's really hard for me to tell sometimes, but I would say the pep in my step energy in the videos is a mix of partly not feeling good, especially earlier on, and when it gets closer towards my medicine days. Right now I'm only having it every 6 weeks, but also a big part of it is I'm just not having fun on the game. And I think that's a good place to end this comment, saying, Twin, just have fun making videos again, bro. That's all that matters. Maybe that's what I need to do, and that's exactly why I'm doing this video. A video like this where I'm connecting with the community, maybe answering questions. That is something that I want to do. This is something that's fun for me. So maybe I need to do videos like this more often. I'm not going to abandon MLB The Show, but I need to figure out a way to have fun with MLB The Show 23, because right now I'm just straight up not having fun on MLB The Show 23, and I got to figure out the moments that I'm having fun and try to replicate that as often as I can. I didn't expect to spend that much time on that specific comment, but like I said, this is the comment that is the whole reason I even made this video, so it makes sense that I'm probably spending the most time on that comment. So I really do appreciate it, Paul, and I'm hoping that maybe that kind of helped you and anyone else watching get an insight a little bit into how I'm feeling, especially maybe why I don't seem like I'm having fun playing MLB The Show 23. But next up, CC Man says, I'm a Falcons fan, but they are not that good. But hey, we got our first Falcons fan of the day, and you never know where this season could lead. We'll have to see where they're at the end of the season. And then Michelle Robinson says, I'm burned out too, homie. I'm watching you open packs instead of playing right now. And I'm thinking I really need to figure out the way for me to have fun on MLB The Show. There's got to be something I can do to have fun on a consistent basis, a daily basis, and I got to try to figure out what that is. They also say that they're a Browns fan, no point, but hey, the Browns, look at that. They are tied for first place in terms of fans, and didn't the Browns beat the Bengals yesterday? So who knows, maybe that's a good sign, or maybe it's a worse sign for the Bengals. You never know. But they also say Franco's not bad either. I needed another lefty. That new JoJo monthly awards card is a good lefty closer. I was liking the JoJo when I was doing the moments. I'll definitely try him at least on maybe an all-theme team Cardinals, but I do want to try out the Franco and his nasty screwball. The Redneck Kid says, try doing a Madden franchise like rebuilding a team. That's funny because that's exactly what we were saying when someone else was commenting, hey, you should play Madden. That's probably what I would want to do, is try a franchise, maybe try rebuilding a team. I don't know if the Packers would be considered a rebuild, but I would love to do a Packers franchise with Jordan Love and try to lead them to the Super Bowl. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Travis Freeman says, go Pack, go. There we go. Now they are also tied for first place, up to 3 on our little board. TJ said 7-3 right now. Let's go. The score ended pretty nicely as well. Mike says the Fins, and there we go. Our first Dolphins fan of the day. I'm guessing we're not going to see 0 zeros, but I'm curious to see how many zeros are left by the time we get to the end of these comments. Cash says Seahawks all the way. And it's crazy, man. I remember watching Russell Wilson when he was playing for the Badgers, and then the Seahawks, and then the Broncos, you know. But hey, go Seahawks. I guess a little bit I always enjoyed watching Russell Wilson play there. The only NFL game I've been to was actually in the playoffs, I think January 2020, Seahawks versus Packers at Lambeau. Packers barely squeezed it out, but Russell Wilson looked real good in that game. That was a lot of fun to watch. Ethan says, I'm an Eagles fan. Go Birds. The Eagles are up to 2. Shout out to Shelfie. I'm pretty sure he's an Eagles fan. Tiger Shark says, could you debut the Sean Green card? He's got a killer swing. I love Sean Green's swing, but I definitely want to try to give that card a try as well. Will Tuck says the Colts are my favorite. The Colts are tied for first now in our community. They're up to 3 on the board as well. A lot of Colts fans, I guess. Michael says, I bought the Great Race in 98 pack, got the rare round, and took Kerry Wood. Hey, congrats on that rare round. Here's who we went with as well. Andre says that they are a Raiders fan, and look at that, Raiders are up to 3 now too. How are the Raiders going to be this season? I was still sad when Davante Adams signed with the Raiders, but especially now that, I mean, I would still love him as the Packers, but it seemed like him and Rodgers were such a good duo. But now with Rodgers on the Jets, maybe the Raiders are a better spot, but I still wish that Davante Adams was on the Packers for sure. I'm a Cardinals fan, sadly. Me too, sadly. I think we're talking about different Cardinals teams, but that is our first NFL Cardinals fan of the day. I feel like I never see anybody talking about the Arizona Cardinals, but hey, shout out to Derek, our first Cardinals fan of the day. Guffey says the Bucks. I'm assuming they mean the Buccaneers, right? But at the same time, for some reason, I could have sworn somebody else said the Bucks, but I only have one next to them. Guffey was the first one, so I'm hoping that I'm not missing something on my list. A Tiggy965 says, let's go Bears. Hey, we got another Bears fan in here. They're up to 3 as well. I'm interested to see if there's going to be a clear number 1. Any teams that had more comments than any others of them. Brady says, Lions fan. I'm drinking the Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid, and I just want to say I miss Kool-Aid. I guess I could probably go to the store and get it, but I used to have Kool-Aid all the time as a kid, and I never have it anymore. I kind of miss it, but at the same time, I try to avoid sugary drinks as much as I can. Since I have a big sweet tooth, I'm always eating candy, baked goods, stuff like that. But when it comes to sweet drinks, I'm usually now more of a milkshake guy. But hey, we got another Lions fan added on. I think they're up to 2 now. I'm hoping I didn't miss that. Rizzo says, go Bears, not Packers. The Bears are currently in the lead on our list. But hey, the Packers were in the lead at the end of the game, baby. Matthew says, let's go Cowboys. They're up to 3 on the day. I know that Tim the Tap Man is a Cowboys fan. User QZ says Eagles all day. They're gonna end up to 3 now as well. Peachy Peaches, love the Packers jersey. Go Pack go. And now they are tied for the Bears. We got a little bit of a Packers-Bears rivalry going on just in the comment section. Another W mom in the comments also saying go Chiefs, so we're gonna mark them. Now they got 2 on our list. W moms. Go Pats. Currently watching your video in between the commercial breaks. How did the Patriots do? Literally the only thing I saw from that game, I'm pretty sure, was Ezekiel Elliott fumbled, but I don't remember the outcome. I don't think I even saw it. Angry Taco says, I watch your videos, but I'm out on MLB The Show for the year, not wanting to spend my time grinding anymore. I wish they would have balling out of control as a chase style for that pack, so you could have that as the best odds. That'd be pretty cool, but I doubt that'll happen. I kind of doubt we'll even get the ball and out of controls. I'm still kind of hoping for, but it's similar to the rewind packs. It's something I'm hoping for, but as the year goes on, it seems less and less likely it's something they're going to do. And if it weren't for my daily videos, going back to that other comment, I don't even know if I'd be playing MLB The Show right now. I have other games that I would much rather be playing and spending my time on than MLB The Show. And with how content is, if I weren't an MLB The Show YouTuber, I don't even know if I'd be playing the game at this point. Austin says, got a 5 bundle from the Team Affinity program, and in the 5 standard packs, I got a chase pack thinking I would get a purple. I quick flipped it, and it was the new 99 trial. Hey, GG's, Austin. That's awesome, man. I'm happy for you. SS Debo says 49ers 1-0. So it looks like the 49ers did pull out with the victory. And now they are also tied for first in our community with the Bears and the Packers. Hey, so shout out to you, Debo. Lucas says, I hate the Packers, but I feel like there's a lot of teams on this list they could be a fan of, but no one to add onto the list for you, I guess. Beastly says, pulled DeGrom from the Diamond Duo. Hey, that's not too bad. How are the live series collections? Are they still fairly expensive? Are the prices of most of the guys low? I haven't really checked in a while, Polo Blue says, my luck is trashed. Open 4 of the 98 packs, all base rounds. And see, this is exactly what I would imagine the average player experiences. If the average player is buying the packs in the shop, getting the one from the program, I gotta think most people aren't getting any rare rounds at all. And that is exactly why I think in the program they should give us a guaranteed non-sellable rare round player. I just think that would be so much better for the community and make people want to play and want to grind out the program rather than just getting the pack, probably getting the base round. So I would love it if they would start adding more non-sellable rare round packs into programs. I also am in the boat where I don't think anything should be non-sellable in the game. I don't think really anyone else thinks like that, but I just wish you could buy and sell every card. I never wish that you were forced to obtain any card in any certain way, but I know that's a very niche opinion. Gavin says, my favorite NFL team is the Ravens, born in Maryland. Hey, that's our first Ravens fan of the day. I'm kind of surprised because I know a couple Ravens fans, so I'm kind of surprised. That's our first one of the day. I think this is our second Go Bills of the day. Yeah, because of End Zone, we're up to 2 on our list. I actually have really wanted to try the new Super Mega Baseball. If y'all didn't know, I'm actually in the game. I'm part of Mighty Goat's team. So shout out to the people over there at Super Mega Baseball. Shout out to Frisk. Shout out to Mighty Goat and all of them getting me in the game, putting me on their team and everything like that. If y'all look on Mighty Goat's team and see Alex Twin, that's me. I'm in Super Mega Baseball. So we really should be trying it sometime and maybe uploading it as a video on the channel or something. But it's a game I want to try, but I just haven't tried it yet. Baseball Boy is a Bears fan. The Bears are back in the lead. Wait a second. We got a lot of Bears fans in the comment section and back to back. Cubbies for life. Favorite NFL team is the Cubs, and the favorite MLB team is the Bears. I think I might have mixed that up, but y'all know what I meant. And now the Bears are 2 ahead of anybody else on our list. Brian says, I'm a Jets fan, and MLB The Show and Fortnite are what they play. My pack luck is meh, and I play a lot of MLB. Okay, so we're going to mark you on the Jets. And I've actually been playing a decent amount of Fortnite recently. I've been playing the 0 build ranked duos with a friend of mine in real life, and that's been a lot of fun, man. I've been enjoying the 0 build. It's kind of made me actually had fun on Fortnite. It's been a good time. Fun Boy Nation says, I get what you're saying when you talk about being burnt out, but when the game tries to give us a break and skip a couple weeks of content, everyone gets mad and yells at SDS. And I said this in my reply to him, but I'm not saying I'm burnt out because there's too much content. I'm saying I'm burnt out because it's the same things over and over. It's just grind 97 in these programs, doing these moments, maybe conquest maps, parallel XP missions. It's doing the same things over and over to earn cards that I'm not even using, to be able to get the cards that I actually want to use. And for me, that's just not a fun way to do content. I think myself personally, and it seemed like a lot of the community really enjoyed, for example, the Great Egg Hunt program earlier in the year. That was completely different from anything else they've ever done in terms of content. And then they went back to their old ways. They haven't really given us anything new like that since, even though it seemed to be a fan favorite program. And that's what I mean when I'm burned out, is the content is too repetitive, too boring, and just too grindy to get cards that most people don't even want to use, to be able to get the few cards that people actually want to use. So I hope that clarifies it. I hope it makes a little bit more sense when I explain it that way. Jake says, just bought a 50 bundle, hoping to get Trout from the chase, and I saw gold lights, got really excited. Not ended up being Trout, but it was Mickey Mantle. I don't know how many stubs he's going for, but I gotta think more than 75,000. He's one of my favorite cards this year. So hey, even though it's not Trout, still Jake, GG's on the poll. Adam says, go Fins. We got another Dolphins fan. They're up to 2 on the board. I love that cute little dolphin emoji. And there's a second person not saying what team they're a fan of, but just letting me know that the Packers suck. Well, I'll let you in on a little bit of a secret, John Frank 8682. The Packers beat the Bears yesterday. They're undefeated. You can't be undefeated and suck. Is that possible? Probably is, but hey, at least they've got a win. That's better than pretty much half the other teams can say. Dave Butler, look at that. So close to each other. Another Dolphins fan. They are now up to 3 on our little list. And then Post Happy says rosy retrospection, not hindsight 2020, which is what I was saying in my video. And that is it for the comments on yesterday's video. I'm really hoping there's at least 1 or 2 comments on this video so we can maybe make this type of video again next week on Monday. And after going through all 81 comments on yesterday's video, it looks like the Bears are the community fan favorite team.